Why assassinate former President Mr. Donald J. Trump? It's been almost 1 week since the assassination attempt of our former president, Mr. Donald J. Trump. The world stood still. The American world was aghast at once again seeing an assassination attempt on a former president of the United States of America. We all asked the question, why? And then the how. How is it that a 20-year-old American, like your next door neighbor, would want to assassinate a former president? In life, we live through the whys and the hows, but we don't get stuck there. We don't get stuck in the spot with the question, why? But what we do is, what can we learn from this? It was quite obvious that our former president, Mr. Donald J. Trump, was not destined to be killed that day. His life was not destined to end on the stage in that moment. However, it was a mission, a lesson from God to all of us who witnessed it. Everything we see in life, everything we hear, is for a purpose and a reason. I can relate to it. On April 27, 2019, a mass shooter breached our synagogue, shot and killed Mrs. Lori Lynn Gilbert Kay, and then took aim at myself. I took 2 bullets to both of my index fingers, but miraculously, none of my body else was hurt. That I got to survive the shooting. I got to survive the shooting, just as our former president, Mr. Donald J. Trump, survived the shooting by 1 millimeter. It's a life changer. We don't know why, and we don't know the reasons behind it. We cannot change what happened, but we can change how we react. And this is a lesson for all of us, and perhaps a wake-up call, perhaps a moment of a revolution in the American educational system. This is a young man of 20 years old. The shooter at our synagogue was 19 and a half years old. These are young men. Something is amiss, that they lost the understanding and appreciation, the value of life. What goes into the mind of a teenager to want to take another person's life, never mind a former president? The only answer can be that it has to do with our educational system. That children at a very young age need to be taught that each one of us were created by God. Each one of us are children of God, created in the image of God. Each one of us is of value. That there is a God in heaven that watches, hears, sees everything. That there is accountability. Children being brought up in a godless home. Children being brought up without any divinity, without any void of appreciation of accountability. Then this is the result, perhaps. Perhaps this is a moment of history that we need to think about our founding fathers of the United States of America. In God we trust, the 10 Commandments, that realizing that the reason why we don't kill is not because we don't think it's appropriate or morally accepted. It's because God has told us, thou shalt not kill. When there is God in your life, when there's God in your children's life, they will know that we are not alone in this world, but that there is a God in heaven who watches us, sees us, hears us, and we are accountable to God. And it's a God that loves us. It's a God that supports us. It's a God that wants the best for us. So the fact that what happened to our former president, Mr. Donald J. Trump, on the public stage for millions, if not billions of people to see, is a message. Wake up. Education is fundamental to success of any society. An education that God is included. An education where children can wake up every morning and being taught that God bless you, God is with you, God is looking over your shoulder, that you can lean on God. God bless you. God loves you.